Capricorn, welcome back to another reading. This is going to be an energy reading for you, Capricorn, okay? So, I feel like the message right now for you, Capricorn, is, things are okay, right? Queen of Pentacles here. Your stability is intact. Um, Life is good. I mean, whether you want to believe it or not, everything is all right. I mean, I know as a Capricorn, you want to obsess about your stability, your structure. You want to, you're stressed out about money and making sure you always have it and that bills are paid and that you have enough to spend on things that you want and, things of that sort, right? When you're thinking about money, you're the Queen of Pentacles. Money is money comes naturally for you, Queen of Pentacles. And not only that, you just have a good moral and ethical system. Like you are someone who is, you operate with very good morals, right? You have a good ethical system and you're respectable, right? The Queen of Pentacles is a respectable individual, right? She takes care of herself. She takes care of her family. She makes, really good investments and decisions. She's a caretaker, but not only that, like she holds the pentacle, right? The Queen of Pentacles, especially if the King of Pentacles is not there, not to say that it has to be, but she's the head of household, right? She makes the money, she takes care of the home, she raises the kids, she runs the business, she does it all, okay? And that is you. You make it happen, right? Regardless of what's going on, regardless of how you're feeling, you make sure you make it happen, okay? But the Five of Pentacles, I feel like this is an energy that creeps in every so often and more often than you want it to, where you feel like things aren't working out. You feel like, you're just constantly, this is like a fear of like constantly, worried about losing your stability, losing your spot or your place in life, and struggling. And you see there's two people here in the card struggling, and here you are, right? There's a second person hasn't shown up. So for a lot of you guys, you are alone, right? And not to say you're just alone just in general, but like you're the one running the ship, right? Some of you guys are divorced. You've gone through a divorce, you're going through a divorce, you're going through a separation. You and someone else are, leaving each other. And so you could feel at a loss. But you're the Queen of Pentacles. So it's like, regardless of if someone leaves you or not, you're not left broken. You're not left broke. You still have the means that you need. You also have the Ace of Pentacles here, which talks about you obtaining a new job, obtaining a new source of income, whatever the case may be. Something new is coming in to replace something that's left. That's kind of what I'm also getting to. Something's leaving out of your life and it's being replaced. So if you lost a job, a new job is coming. If you lost a source of income, new income is coming in, right? You know what I'm saying? If you lost some customers for a business, new customers are coming in. There's something new coming in for you. I feel like you make very good investments, okay? You may be someone people view as being like kind of selfish or stingy with their money, but it's because you make sure all of your ducks are in a row. You know how old people used to say that? You make sure all of your ducks are in a row. And that's important for you, right? It's important that you make sure you are put together, right? And Capricorns are good for that, right? People may say that you're obsessed with money or that you're materialistic, and it's like that's not necessarily true. It's just you are constantly making sure that you're good before you divvy out anything else, right? Why give what you don't actually have, right? Is kind of what I'm getting. You've got options here. You are in a position where you can dream. You can think about like, what's next? What else do I want? What is possible for me sort of scenario. Yeah, but I do feel like this fear, like you have, this is subconscious, you know, this fear of like losing money or being at a loss or struggling. Like this is like the scarcity mindset is um a mindset that you have acquired, right? This isn't something that you you created within yourself. This is something that's been here for quite a long time, right? You may have adopted someone else's mentality as well, and so it's kind of been engraved in your mindset or your belief system. But um, yeah, I don't feel like I don't feel like it's the actual reality. It's not your reality, okay? Um, yeah, this new opportunity or this new job or something like that could come from a King of Swords, or could be coming from someone that's like really important, like someone who is um like you could be getting a job at a law office, or getting a job at a newspaper or something like that could be significant here. It could be a specific person who like wants to just bless you, wants, like they see that you're struggling, or let me see, I don't know, when there's like a lot of confusion surrounding your life, or like where you are, where like a lot of doubt, like where you have a lot of doubt, there's someone that comes into your life that is able to cut through that. They're able to cut through all of this doubt, all of this confusion, all of this like weird energy, and they're like, this is what it is. Like you're I feel like you're meeting someone too, and that could be the blessing too. It might not even have to be like monetary, right? Because like I said, you're the Queen of Pentacles, you already have it. And so this person could be coming in with knowledge, or like some sort of resource and like energy, where it's like they come in and they cut through all the noise. It's like, it's almost like you're confused. Like say you are separated from somebody, or you're separating from somebody, and like an income, a part of an income that helps, that has been helping to support you and your family, goes away. Excuse me. It's not like you're at a complete loss, but you are struggling to the point where you're like, you are fearful about like what happens like down the road, you know what I mean? um and somebody comes into your life and they're just like, just get another job, or just do this. Like they're coming in like really serious, and you may see this person, like may feel like this person's kind of mean or something like that, but this person's like, this is like a this person is like no nonsense type of individual, where they're like, um they don't really care, not care, not it's something, they don't care, but they're like not super emotional. This is not a super emotional person. They're the King of Swords. They're like, they operate majority of the time out of logic. And so this is someone who's just like, listen, stop being emotional. If you gotta walk away from somebody, if you gotta leave somebody behind, leave them in the past, leave that situation in the past, and focus on new, focus on moving forward. Like this is the type of person like that. These are conversations that you have with this person, where they're just like, listen, I don't care what kind of shit that they put you through or what you went through with this person, leave them in the past, right? It's not going to do you any good to sit and think about, oh my gosh, this person hurt me. Like, if they're not in your life anymore, or you've created distance between you and this person, why dwell on it? Focus on the new, focus on what's to come, focus on the possibilities and like what you can do moving forward. Like, that's kind of how I feel like this person is. Unfortunately, I feel like something, Capricorn, has been hidden from you on purpose, in regard to, some of you guys were married, or you still are married, or you share assets with someone, you share business with somebody, maybe you have kids with somebody. And what's been hidden is that this person betrayed you. Um, they betrayed you on a deep level, and it could have been with another person. But this person created a lot of confusion. Like, I feel like this person tried to create a lot of fear or something like that in you, so that you wouldn't be able to like decipher or figure out exactly what this person was doing. It's kind of what I'm getting. I also feel like for some of you guys, that when this new person comes in, they make you realize that you're a little too emotional. Like in the Queen of Pentacles energy, like you're super nurturing. And listen, like we all have like a specific genetic makeup. And as a woman, you're very, even if you can make good money, even if you can take care of the home, you still are an emotional being. You're a nurturing, compassionate species. And so I feel like when this person comes in and they want you to be more serious, they turn you into the King of Pentacles. Because in the Queen of Pentacles energy, you're more fearful. You are, consumed with the feeling of like abandonment. There's just a lot of fear of the unknown. You're just confused. And you're just all over the place emotionally, especially with the Seven of Cups, just all over the place. And I feel like when this person comes in and they tell you to just kind of cut through the bullshit, you turn into the King of Pentacles. Like for some of you guys, like I don't see this as like your counterpart. So for some of you guys, it is. You know what I mean? Like that's like the second story, like the other story where, something was deliberately hidden from you so you wouldn't see the betrayal that somebody did behind your back. But some of you guys seen it in your dreams with the Seven of Cups. Like you've seen this person betraying you in your dreams. But for others of you, this new person, this King of Swords that comes in with this opportunity, they turn you into the King of Pentacles, where you enter your masculine energy, right? You move out of your feminine energy and you move into your masculine energy, where you're still the provider, you're still the head of household, you're still taking care of family, you're still working and maintaining, but you're a lot more logical, you're a lot more stern, you're not as emotional, right? You're able to walk away from these things, and you don't feel so attached, to the endings, right? You're not so attached to the ending. Is what I'm seeing. You've moved on. Yeah, the King of Pentacles energy allows you to kind of just move on. Yeah, because I feel like somebody wants to come back to reconnect. Yeah, someone's gonna want to come back to reconnect and apologize, but you're like, no. You're like, yeah, it's like this person comes back to apologize and reconnect, and you're just like, are you kidding me right now? You're not serious, right? You can't possibly be serious after all I've had to go through to like kind of build myself back up, or like work through what I've gone through because of how you decided to operate with me. This person's like coming back like, I'm sorry, like I want us to be together, like you're my person, and you're silent. You're like, I don't want this with you. I don't want this with you. I feel like I don't even feel like you say anything. I feel like you're just silent. And this person, because you're silent, this person's sitting back and they're like, what is Capricorn doing? Like, who's Capricorn entertaining? If they're not entertaining me, they don't care about what I got going on, then who are they paying attention to? Yeah, this person's in denial that you're just no longer interested. Wheel of Fortune, yeah. There's a shift. There's a huge shift where now you're blocking this person. Now you're not entertained. Now you just don't care as much anymore. Like you're not worried about um you're not worried about this person. You just don't care anymore. Um, you've become so wise that any little bit of good news that anyone tries to come to you with, or this person, it's like you're so wise now. It's like it doesn't shake you. You used to be moved by someone who would come back to apologize, or wanting to reconnect, or drop by some flowers, or like do simple gestures. And now you're so wise to the point where you're just like, you didn't talk to me all this time and you just came to drop me off flowers instead of having an adult conversation with me, or you hurt me this bad and treated me like this, and you think you're just going to come back and apologize and I'm just going to drop my drawers. Like, no. Like you're not you're not doing that. Like, you're willing to close out a cycle and you're ending the cycle. I'm not even gonna say you're willing to. You're ending a cycle. Like you're done. You're done playing with people who are immature, who like get excited to give you small gestures in exchange for their disrespect. Yeah, people think that they're gonna come and reconnect with you, but you're the emperor. You're healing. You're the emperor and you're healing. You've been working on yourself. You've been leveling up. You're so much more stern. I mean, look at that. You're the Queen of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles to the Emperor. You're so stern now. You're so in touch with you're so, you've even put your emotions, because the Emperor is just not as emotional. Like, they're very stern. They're a lot less emotional than the King of Pentacles. And so you're super stern now. But there's a healing. There's a part of you that's like extremely healed now, right? You love yourself. You're vulnerable with yourself. Like, you know yourself a lot more than you used to. Which is why you're able to shut things down, or like speak up for yourself, or like cut things off, cut things short, or you're so stable in your life where you don't, like I said, you're not moved. You're not moved by simple interactions with people anymore, because you're a boss. And it doesn't matter how much money you make. The fact that you raise your kids, you work, you take care of home, like, you run your life yourself. I do see you meeting new people, or celebrating with people, or spending time with people that you care about, though. I do see that. I see you feeling comfortable enough to do so. Someone like secretly watches you be happy, or they secretly want you to be happy. They won't say that to you. They haven't said that to you, but they love you very deeply. And they know that they have to let you go. They know that they have to let you go because there's something here about this person not being able to give you what you need. And you guys just don't match. Your energies just don't match at all. And you and another person, like, you're always a step ahead of someone else. One person's like, what direction am I going to go in? The other person's like, I've already invested in this direction. Now I'm just waiting for my ships to come in. Now I'm just waiting for this particular situation or direction of my life to just, kind of really get underway. Because I already made the decision to do such and such. Right? And somebody else is still in the back, like, okay, what do I do? Where am I going? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to use my specific situation to be exact. And this is not to say that I know exactly what the other person is going through or how they're dealing with their situation, but I'm just saying, Okay. But me, I love my babies, and the direction of my life that I decided to go in is that they are my priority, right? They are my first priority. And so my life literally revolves around my children, right? I still take time for myself, but my children are my first priority, and so I work to make money to make sure that they're good. They have a house, a roof over their head, that they have food in their stomach, they have clothes in their back, they're clean, that they're taken care of, that they're being well taught, and all these things like that. That's my main priority. Like I've made a decision. Like this is what I want my life to be about. Making sure that's the best for them. And their father um has is still trying to figure out, like, do I want to be a good dad and show up and be committed to taking care of my kids, or do I want to live the fast life and just be out in the streets and hanging out with grown ass men at 10 o'clock 11 o'clock at night, or being at the bar, or trying to be a comedian, you know what I mean, doing stand up, like, you know what do I do? You know what I'm saying? um but it's like, again, you're always ahead of somebody, is kind of what I'm getting, to be quite honest. And I feel like somebody realizes, like, okay, I have to let this person go. And it's so sad because this person is saying, like, okay, I'm gonna have to let this person go because I'm not on their level, or because I'm not ready to take on the responsibility. And it's so sad. Instead of this person saying, okay, this is the things that I need to change, what I need to work on so I can do such and such, they're just like, I'm just going to give up because it's too hard. Yeah, as you're having this brand new beginning, this person's still in this energy of trying to, like, one up and, like, be sneaky, and, like, in their own personal life, they're just trying to get over on people, and they're just living this life of just, like, I don't even know, like, trying to be in power, and it's a struggle. Like, they're struggling in life because they're trying to put themselves in a position that they just don't need to be in. And here you are, just like, I don't know, having this brand new beginning. This person is jealous. I feel like this person feels like they have to start from scratch or start over. And it bothers them. They're super jealous of you. They're mad. They're looking at you like, man, how the hell is Capricorn able to, like, move forward? Why are all these blessings coming in for Capricorn? Why does it seem like Capricorn knows what she wants and knows where she's going? Like how is this happening? Look at this, the devil. This person doesn't want to let you go too. There's something about this person that they want to stay anchored to you, possibly because of your energy, but also because of your wisdom. Like, they learn things from you. Like, whether you know it or not, this person's attached to you and does not want to let you go because they learned something from you. They're attached to you. And look at this. This is almost giving me, like, the devil and the angel as well, where it's like you and this person are the same. This is so weird. It's like you and this person are the same person. Okay, I'm covering these people up because they're naked and YouTube be doing that thing. But you and this person, look at this. Hands up in the same direction. You and this person are the same person. If you look in the reflection, you both are almost like, it's almost like you both have the same path, or like life path number, or you guys are on the same journey, or you're supposed to be in the same something, but you're operating in two different energies. You're operating in an energy of, like, honor and wisdom and, like, high honor and respect, and, like, you teach people and you give people knowledge, and, like, you don't operate out of this codependency, like, and this person does. They have addictions, they have afflictions, and judgment is here. I mean, wow, judgment is here. It's like you both, it's like this situation, it's like a thing where you both are being, called upon. Like, this person's being called upon just like you are. So for a lot of you guys, the person that you're dealing with is a chosen one. They don't even know it. And if they do know it, they don't it's too hard for them to embrace that, because they feel the burden or the weight of being a chosen one, and they just don't want to rise to the occasion. They're struggling to rise to the occasion because they know that they would have to work and operate in that energy in order to be able to teach people, and they're just not ready to. Because I feel like God is literally calling upon, all these people. They're calling upon you, they're calling upon this person. You and this person are being called upon. It's like, raise your right hand. I so and so decree to be the best person I could possibly be in this specific energy. This is what this person is doing. They're raising their right hand. Like, some of you could be dealing with another Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. We also have Taurus energy here. Scorpio. Definitely getting another Capricorn though. But yeah, I just feel like, sorry, this eye is always itching like this, bruh. I just feel like you're being called upon, and both of you are both, it's like you both are being called upon right here, right now. And this person saying, well, God, I'm deciding to drink and smoke and, be lustful and operate in my lowest of energy. And I'm okay with that. And you're saying, you know what, God, I'm willing to rise above and be the best person I could possibly be. That's literally what I'm getting here. The Nine of Cups, and they're not even happy about it. Oh, the cards are in the reverse. That's a shame. Yeah, this person's not, look at this, Nine of Cups in the reverse. They're not even happy about it. They're not even satisfied. They're not getting what they want. The addictions are so, like, strong that they can't even break free from it, even if it makes them unhappy. And God's like, listen, look at you. They're like, here you are trying to rise above the occasion. They said, stop helping this person. Stop helping this person, because what they're doing is a choice. They're choosing to operate in this energy. This is a level, especially when judgment comes around. This tells me that when judgment comes around, it tells me that someone is in a level of awareness to know. And this person's in a level of awareness to know what is happening and what they're doing, and they're choosing to do. They're choosing to operate in that energy. It's time to let them go. It's time to let go. That God is like, I'm gonna release you. I'm gonna release you to the wolves. I'm gonna let you go, because it's quite clear that you don't want Seven of Swords. Wow. It's seven of Swords is here, and they're saying that, hey, this person is unhappy, and they're gonna keep deceiving, they're gonna keep lying, they're gonna keep stealing, they're gonna keep cheating, they're going to keep operating in this energy, because that's all they know, and they don't want to know different. You've shown them different, but they don't care. They don't care. You are going to meet new people. You're going to be connected with new people. You're going to stop giving the people who don't deserve your energy, and you're going to be connected with people who do. And you're going to be able to collaborate with these people who are like-minded, who are driven, who are going toward the same goals that you're going towards, Capricorn. Okay? New love is coming in as well with the Lovers here. Okay? Wow. Justice. This person's going to get the karma that they so deserve. You're going to get the relationship that you so deserve as well. The connection that you're looking for is coming in. Or you're choosing stability. You're choosing alignment and stability. It doesn't have to be love. It could be that you're choosing stability and alignment, and some sort of collaboration or new job or something is putting you on top. This person is this person seeking out new love, or you're going to be offering this person love, but it's going to only end in heartbreak. It's only going to end in heartbreak. Yeah, Empress. Wow. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Yeah, this person's bitter. Still going to be a player. You have bigger and better things to you have bigger and better things to focus on. Is kind of what the energy is saying. You have bigger and better things to be focusing on. This person's gonna hold back. They're gonna be prideful. They're not gonna say I'm sorry. They're gonna keep living this life and in this going through this cycle. And you are meant for more. You are meant to have the happily ever after. You're meant to live this luxurious life and have things just given to you. Okay. But if you keep trying to entertain this person, or you keep trying to drag this person on the path that you're on or that you're going on, because again, you guys are both, like, I'm telling you, there's something here about you and this person. Could be a twin flame. I don't know what it is. But your attachment to this person, it's like both of you were supposed to elevate together. Both of you were supposed to go from, like, judgment was called. It was like, okay, this is what needs to be done. This is where you're going. This is how it's going to go. And this person was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. This is way too much work, too much effort, too much something. I'd rather be doing this. I'd rather not take care of my kids. I'd rather not work on my mental health. I'd rather not be a better person, right? I enjoy lying, cheating, stealing, being lustful, smoking, drinking, all that extra stuff, okay? That's kind of what I'm getting here. It's unfortunate, and I feel like a lot of you guys were rooting for this person. There's attraction here. You love this person, but like they're just not they're just not they're not the person. They're just not willing. They're not ready. They don't want to step up. They don't want to be the person that they're supposed to be. It doesn't matter how much potential there is. It's just not meant to be. Okay, but the Queen of Pentacles did come out first, so that you are stable. You're going to be okay. So if you've been worrying about money, you've been worrying about a job, you've been worrying about your stability, you're going to be okay. Okay, life is going to be okay. All right, and you're not going to need to depend on another person for your stability. You're not going to have to depend on another person for your forward progress. Okay, but that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope this was a helpful reading for you guys, beneficial to you for in some way or another. And yeah, I will talk to you guys another time. I'm gonna turn this channel into a Capricorn channel because I have a Capricorn stellium, and I've been trying to do different signs and like do all signs, stuff like that. But I think I'm just going to do all Capricorn, because what do we want? We want stability and we want money. Okay, we want security. We want to know about long-term success. And I'm here to give all the advice and take as much of it as I possibly can for my own progress. Okay, so yeah, I will see you guys in a little bit. Yeah, we gotta get rid of this. What do they call us? A fupa? And I know it's not a lot, but it's gotta go. Anyways, Capricorn, be you, be true, do that thing. Do that thing. Make that money. Do that thing. Make that money. Do that thing. Make that money. Do that thing. Okay. See you later.